All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here and happy Wednesday to you guys. Today we've got a new one from Langdon and this is super new. As a matter of fact, they barely got this production model to me just in time. They actually were going to send me a working prototype model, but the production model started coming in time. So Kickstarter launch here, guys. I'll leave all the information so you can follow them down below in the description. These watches will be ready to ship in mid-September, and the launch date is this coming July 20th. So everything's happening really quick with these, but really great watches. On the wrist today, I do have on the Langdon Davenport 200-meter diver, the white dialed model. Love this watch. It's a really nice watch. This was my 4th of July watch this year, and I think you guys know why. So, all right, without further ado, let's unbox this. Now, every Langdon I've gotten, this is the third one I've received from them, has come in this sort of packaging, and it's really nicely done. You know, nothing overboard here. It's everything you need and nothing you don't. And what I really love is these travel packages are really handy. I mean, they're super nice. They're this felt-like material with a faux leather backing. Very nice. So if you have a Langdon collection or if you have a collection of watches, it's really nice to have these because when you're traveling, you can set your different watches into your different cases and store them in your baggage and never worry about what's going on with your watches. So love that. Also inside the case here, or inside the packaging, I should say, you have your warranty information, your time setting information, and like most watches nowadays, this is going to cover most of their watches, tells you about the water resistance. That's what got me saying that there. But so really cool, nicely done. So without further ado, let's unbox this one. Now, guys, this is the Davenport, and I do believe that they named their watches after neighborhoods in Ontario, Canada, Toronto, Ontario area, because that's where the company is from. That's where they're based out of. And this is the Yorkville. And if you guys are from Ontario or up in Canada, you know Yorkville is a pretty swanky, pretty high-class neighborhood up there. And this is a really cool looking piece. Now, yeah, like I said, this is going to be the production model here. Now, this one is on a rubber strap, and I do know that the initial backers, the Kickstarter backers, you'll be getting both the rubber strap and the metal bracelet. This, because they rushed this one out to me, this first production model, it only has the rubber strap with it, but I can see how a metal bracelet would look really nice on here. Leather would look really good on here also, but great looking piece. Going to be available in 2 colors. This is the blue dial variant, and they're going to have a black dial variant. So great looking timepiece. Let's go ahead and jump into the specs on this watch. Now you can see it's obviously this square style case, which I really think is nice. I recently looked at another square style case, and I think they just have this real retro feel, especially with this really neat round dial here, almost like a porthole in the watch. It's very nicely done. But specs wise, you have a 39.5 millimeter case from side to side, not including your crown guards, of course, or the crown on the watch. 48 from lug to lug. If you want to call it lug to lug, you kind of have these hidden lugs here on the watch. 11 millimeters of thinness on the watch. So it's a nice thin watch, very nicely done there. And you have 22 millimeter lug openings on the watch. The watch has a sapphire crystal on top protecting the dial on the watch. It's running the Seiko NH35 movement, so that's a great movement. You have 24 jewel movement in here. Operates at 21,600 vibrations per hour, has date functionality over here at the 3 o'clock position. They did choose the black date wheel on this watch, which I think is a very good choice, and the watch looks great. And you get about 40 hours, about right around 40 hours of power reserve with the NH35 movement when it's fully wound up. And I find that the NH35, they tend to be a very accurate movement. Like most Seikos, they like to be worn. So the NH35, the more you keep it on your wrist to wear it, the more accurate they tend to become. Very nice. I guess you'd almost call these like alpha style hands with the cutouts on them. They're very nicely done. I like the way that is. It's kind of a classy look. You have these nice simple baton hands or indices all the way around, except for at the 12 and the 6 where you get the Arabics. Looks nice. The sweeping second hand reaches all the way out to the indices here, or almost all the way out, and looks nice. But I love the polished indices. You really catch the light on those, especially at that 6 and 12 position. Forgive me for the reflection. I'm not sure if they're using an AR coating on here. It looks like there might be on the bottom side, but it is what it is with sapphire crystals. They pick up the light. Bring it up here a little bit closer and we can look better at the case and the polishing on it. You can see there's brushing, and it's downward brushing done on most of the case on the top. I like that look. I always like that downward brushing look. And then you do have some polishing, some nice chamfered edges here. You can see just above the crown guards on the watch. Interesting looking screws they've included in the crown guards. It gives it a very industrial, kind of a retro look to it. You also have this polished edge here along this bezel that encases the crystal of the watch. The strap on the watch feels like it's silicone, very nicely done. You can see the quick release spring bars. Here on the back of the watch, you can see the screw down case back. Lets you know you run this NH35 here. Gives you your water resistance, which is 100 meters on this watch, which is great because you have a screw down case back and that screw down crown also on the watch. Display case back, there's a mineral crystal here on the back of the watch. You don't need, I just realized there's a sticker still in there. You don't really need a sapphire, crystal on the case back. They're there to, sapphire is really about preventing scratches, and so the case back's against your wrist, you're not going to scratch it up. I'm not sure if they've got a signed crown here. Yep, the Langdon signed crown there. It looks really nice. All together, just a really, really nice looking piece. If you guys are looking for a square watch to add to your collection, a blue watch, I think this is a really, really good choice. I really like what they've done with this watch, especially in the sizing. This 39.5 case side to side is a very nice size. So let's go ahead and pause it. Get this watch on my 7-inch wrist. And forgive me, guys, no lume shot because there is no lume on this watch. You have these beautiful polished indices. More of a dress watch or maybe more of a sports watch, but it just doesn't have any lume on it, but it is what it is. So let's throw it on my 7-inch wrist. It's funny, anytime I put on a square watch, I kind of feel like, especially in this size range, this is a great size of 39, but I feel like our wrists were really designed for a square watch. I mean, look at our wrist. We always wear round watches on our wrists. Are very rectangular and square looking. So why do we always like round watches? I don't know. I think we get the best of both worlds because here you have this very square watch with this very round dial on it, which I think is a really, really cool look. Watch wears extremely well. I do have it a little bit tight here on my wrist. Let me loosen it. It looks like I'm strangling my wrist here on video, and I don't like to do that. But it's super comfortable because you have this, this silicone feel to this strap, which is always very comfortable. And it sits well in the wrist. It almost sits like a smartwatch because it is square like that. I always think that because of a square watch, but very, very nicely done. Well done, Langdon. I'll leave all the links down below in the description where you can follow their Kickstarter launch, and definitely follow them so you get notifications of when you can pick one of these up, especially the Kickstarter price, guys, $165. You really can't beat that. You get this on a metal bracelet and this rubber strap, travel case and everything for $165. It's like, forget about it. So definitely follow the link, definitely get the notification so you know when this one is available. All right, guys, you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.